Hi Leo, welcome into your weekly read. I hope you're doing well. We're going to begin and pull from the Salton Sea Energy Oracle deck to begin, just thoroughly cleansing the energy for us. But let's do some shuffling and begin, and then we'll move on to some tarot. So let's do the shuffling. To begin for Leo. Okay, coming out Seagull, look at the bigger picture, bird's eye view, as well as Compass, divine guidance. Okay. I feel like with the no card as well coming out, although it's not going to be one of the main two, I sense that Spirit's saying no, don't engage with that conversation, with that person. Don't associate yourself with certain people, places, situations, occurrences, moments. No to overdoing it, right? Don't over exude, don't over speak, share, don't over even accomplish, right? Because I feel like there's a limited amount of energy you might feel exists within your system, your being throughout the week, at least at certain points. And so a need to savor is what I'm getting to make the best, okay, until the best, but to make sure you're not burning both ends of the candle or burning yourself out when you need to utilize some of those resources later in the week or later in that day. Does that make sense? Or even in the upcoming day or two. But yeah, Seagull, look at the bigger picture. A sense of things feeling a little bit complicated or annoying or imperfect, excuse me, as I stumble. You could be spiritually messed with throughout the week. And so I need to take a step back and look at things from a higher view, a bigger perspective, because things are more ideal and purposeful at this time than it feels so close to the details or the moments. Again, those imperfections. And so, all the meanwhile, looking at things in a larger sense, in a larger way, is going to benefit you, I want to say, in more than one way. Okay. And so, I also feel like when you're observing this or that throughout the week and you feel you should be more in control of whatever that is, or you feel like you know better, or you're just dissatisfied or annoyed by whatever you're observing, or even confused, even taking a step further back in that sense is going to help you. And I'm also getting for some, there's a desire to fly towards something new where Spirit is reminding you it's closer than you remember at times, or closer than you even know, maybe desiring clarity all the meanwhile. But the Compass card talking about divine guidance, and I want to say intuitive guidance all the meanwhile, that internal compass coming into play and needing to be utilized. But Spirit saying in comparison to the upcoming months or after a new change, the utilization of this divine guidance and this internal compass more so is going to be it's smaller in comparison again to what lies ahead. Bear with me as I struggle. There is some background noise that is affecting my energy at this time. But I feel like that's something you may just have to cope with and deal with all the meanwhile throughout the week. But don't be surprised when this ends up being a week for you when you are guided by Spirit and, again, your intuition, left and right, synchronicities coming to be. You're going to find that it's so purposeful in regards to every single moment, what you feel the desire to wrap yourself up with, content-wise, hobby-wise even, people, conversations, moments. What you say may be evidence that Spirit speaks through or a reminder of just that. It may be a reminder that you are a voice of importance, okay? A sense of you being somebody who is, okay, well-rounded and experienced and grounded and humble all the meanwhile. But when you feel a lack of groundedness throughout the week at certain points, feeling sort of, they're saying an outer body experience in a bit of a uncomfortable way, it's because there are other factors outside of you affecting you. Could be your habits, of course, for some, but more likely it's, say, energy, spirituality, the way other people are in general, just the way something is being run or just, again, is in energy. I'm also hearing a buzzing in your ear. That's Spirit. Let's move on to the Mystic Mondays. Okay, the discomfort is a reminder of what you want, right? Spirit saying that when it's spirit in the universe kind of making you a bit uncomfortable to push you forward towards more so what you want. Or it could be just a reminder why something's so imperfect or just not as aligned with you at this point, even if it once was. Therefore, it reminds you why you want something different for the future. Or even it could be more so an adjustment, a change, if not multiple, within that continuing situation. But for the majority, like myself, it's something brand new. Even if that does somehow connect to and or remind you of the past. Coming out the World card, we're pulling one for each. Okay, so the World card talking about how with the Compass card, your world is changing, but there's a sense of preparation throughout the week for bigger and even a lot of small other changes to come to be in your life that are going to dramatically change you through it all, but leave you with more fulfillment, more happiness, more abundance on a multitude of levels. But I feel like it's a reminder that if when the time comes for you to make a change, when the time comes for things to start working out for you even more so, I'm hearing a long time coming. If you don't have this little bit of experience or reminders coming through on how to utilize and the benefits of utilizing your internal compass and that spiritual guidance selectively through it all, then you're not going to be as well prepared and able to make the best out of what lies ahead and cope with the twists and turns of your path and what comes after this change, if not multiple. But also, it won't be as easy to navigate and figure out, well, at this crossroad, for example, is it going to be smarter to go right, left, or straight, right? Just again as an example. But or just what to expect, trusting your intuition wholeheartedly, and again selectively that spiritual guidance. If you know to take a right turn, that detour, then what is there to expect? How do I have to prepare, or what do I have to cope with, deal with once again? I hope that makes sense. I'm hearing aquatic vibes. I mean, naturally we are using this deck, but the Five of Swords in reverse to go with the Seagull card. Because I sense that it's a week for you, Leo, where there's a lack of stress at certain points that is refreshing, but taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture, all the meanwhile, that bird's eye view, if you will, is going to help you feel less stressed. It's going to help you recognize more clearly and efficiently where the stress is not existing, right? When, again, if you're too close to the details, to the moments, experiences, the annoyances, imperfections, to put it, very wordy, it's going to feel very easy to be wrapped up in even embodying and focusing on these Five of Swords moments. And it will even leave you feeling, again, more stressed through it all. So reminding you once again, just to reiterate, because it's very essential for you this week, to take a look at things from a larger perspective. Let's pull a couple more. One way is your way is what I'm hearing. One way is your way. And I feel like that's coming through in two different ways. There's a direction your path is meant to head, and you will feel and potentially be reminded, if you already knew this previous to the week, this week, that this is the only way for you to go at this point, right? If it's a big detour, so be it. If it's more so heading down your path, continuing things, and making certain small adjustments until another detour comes, then that's the way your path is meant to continue. But I sense that for some, there's a way that you do something for work when it comes to a hobby or project, your job, or it could be the way you live more so in a general sense. It's the way, there's one way that you do it and that works for you, but don't expect for other people to do it that way. But other people need to kind of take on that perspective as well. They can't expect for you to conform or do things the way they do it or someone else does. You're an individual. As they're showing me the Nine of Pentacles, but the Magician, no shortage of manifesting, my friend. The possibilities are truly endless for you. And they're saying put that crown on, because I feel like it's going to be easy for you this week to forget your worth, being wrapped up in a big situation or certain annoyances once again, or just being very busy, but standing proud and tall in all that you're accomplishing, all you're overcoming and have up until this point, and the power that you have to see what you desire and need come to be, and see improvement in your life, that's amazing, right? And that should remind you of your true worth all the meanwhile. But we do have the Death card, the Nine of Cups, and the Princess of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Communication coming through. It might be a fast-paced week for you, but good news coming through in regards to what you should be expecting, and informing people of moving forward, and how things are going to transform and change for you for the better. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's an ending on your mind in regards to a wish fulfillment coming to be. All right, that could be a small ending and wish fulfillment, but for some it's a big switch up, a big detour once again, and leaving you with a manifestation coming to be and your world changing for the better. It's a very powerful week for you, my friend, where it's a lot of guidance once again and a need to take a step back, as we've said a million times in this reading, because it's going to benefit you greatly. And I feel like a huge reminder at one point throughout the week that things are going to work out for you in so many amazing ways. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your week, Leo, and I'll definitely see you next time.